Okay. So next, today's topic is image formation by spherical mirror. So image formation, actually we will use this properties, the ray diagram and its behavior on spherical mirror. So what is the four different cases? If the rays are passing parallel to the principal axis, okay, then after reflection it will pass through a point on the principal, or it is passed through a focus of the principal of the mirror, right? For convex it will appear that it is reflecting from the focus. Case 1. Case 2, if it is passing, if incident ray is passing through the focus, so after reflection it will be parallel to the principal axis. And case 3, if it is passing through the center of curvature, after reflection, the reflected ray also pass through the center of curvature. Case 3. Case 4 എന്തായിരുന്നു? If it is incident angle is incident obliquely at an angle to the principal axis towards the pole of the mirror. So after reflection, it will follow an oblique path. Okay. So we will see the image formation by spherical mirror. So you write down the heading, image formation by spherical mirror, then leave a space to draw this table. Okay, leave half page of your notebook where you can draw this table. Okay, so you can draw this after the class. Okay, I will explain each stage. Okay, you see how many different positions you have to keep the object. Yes. See how many positions you have the object. Abhijit പറഞ്ഞേ, which are the different position you can see here. Position of the object, that is the candle in that video, right? Object maybe any object. The position of the object.
Sir, object at infinity.
Louder.
Object at infinity.
Then
object beyond C.
Object beyond C, just beyond C. Zയുടെ തൊട്ടടുത്ത്, just beyond C. Okay. Then
object at C.
Object at C. Then fourth one.
Object between C and F.
C and F. Then faster, quick. At F, and sixth is between P and F. So you should recollect what you mean by C, center of curvature, what you mean by focus, okay, what you mean by pole. So all these things you have to recollect, right? So at infinity, let's see, we will draw one by one. So you leave the space, then write down this heading, representation of images formed by spherical mirrors using ray diagram. Leave the half page, then you write down this heading, representation of images formed by spherical mirrors using ray diagrams. Representation of images formed by spherical mirrors using a ray diagram. Do you know what do you mean by ray diagram, Anjana? Ray diagram എന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ എന്താണെന്നറിയോ? ഓർമ്മയുണ്ടോ കഴിഞ്ഞ ക്ലാസ്സിൽ പഠന? അഞ്ജന, വോയിസ് ഭയങ്കര താഴെയാണല്ലോ, കേൾക്കാൻ വയ്യ, വളരെ ലോ. ഇപ്പൊ കേൾക്കാം.
സർ, റേ ഡയഗ്രാം ഈ ലൈറ്റ് പാസ് ചെയ്യുന്നത് ഒരു സ്ഥലത്ത് നിന്ന് അടുത്ത സ്ഥലത്തോട്ട്.
എത്ര കേസസ് നമ്മൾ കണ്ടു റേ ഡയഗ്രത്തില്? ഹൗ മെനി കേസസ്? 4 കേസ്. ഓക്കെ, ജസ്റ്റ് ഒന്ന് എല്ലാവരും ഒന്ന് തുറന്ന് നോക്കിയ നോട്ട്ബുക്കിൽ 4 ray diagram you have to use. From that 4 ray diagrams, okay, you have to use 2 ray diagram to find out the image formation by a concave mirror. Concave mirror and convex mirror. So first, there are 2 types of spherical mirrors, right? One is concave mirror, another one is convex mirror. So image formation by a concave mirror. ഈ ഹെഡിങ്ങിന്റെ താഴെ എഴുതുക ഫസ്റ്റ് image formation by a concave mirror with the help of ray diagram, right? You have to study image formation by a concave mirror and also image formation by a convex mirror. Okay, so first image formation by a concave mirror with the help of ray diagram. So below that, write down the intersection of at least 2 reflected rays. The intersection of at least 2 reflected rays give the position of image of the point object. The intersection of at least 2 reflected rays. So 4 different cases you study, right? Ray diagram. So from that 4 different ray diagram, you have to use at least 2 ray diagrams and its reflector rays, okay, to find out the image of a concave mirror. So intersection of at least 2 reflector rays give the position of image of the point object. Write down that. Now you draw a concave mirror like this. You draw a concave mirror. This is concave mirror. This black is the reflecting surface of the concave mirror. So that is bulge inward, right? So this is a concave mirror. Okay. So here I am keeping an object at infinity. So here C is the center of curvature, F is the focus, P is the pole. The first position I am keeping this object at infinity. Object at infinity. 6 different positions you have to draw, right? So first draw infinity. You dotted line, see that like this dotted line, it means that there is a long distance from this point, okay? So infinity, showing that that object is at infinity. I just drawn these dotted lines, okay? You draw this figure. So at least 2 reflector rays you have to consider, right? So first ray I consider this ray. That is first case, case 1, ray passing parallel to the principal axis. That is the first ray from the object. So ray passing parallel to the principal axis. After reflection, it will pass through which point, Manu?
Focus.
Yes, it will pass through the focus after reflection, right? After reflection. That is the first ray. We have to consider 2 reflected rays, right? Second ray, you see this ray. How it is passing? This ray passing through the center of curvature. So, നമ്മൾ case 3 അല്ലേ, മൂന്നാമത്തെ കേസ് ആയിരുന്നു നമ്മൾ പഠിച്ചത്. If a ray is passing through a center of curvature after reflection, it will reflect back along the same path. Incident ray like this, then reflected ray on the same path. Both are not same. Reflected ray also is there, but it follows the same path. Okay. So 2 reflected ray, right? So one is this passing through the parallel to the principal axis. After reflection, it is passing through the focus. Second ray reflecting on the same path. So the intersection of these 2 reflector ray. This is the first reflector ray, right? Through the focus. And the second reflected. The intersection of the reflected ray, you have to be very careful. Not the intersection of the incident ray. The intersection of the reflected ray gives the position of the image. So here we will get the position. He will get the image at the focus. So at infinity, you will get the image at the focus. Okay, at the focus. Now, all the 6 cases we were discussing only the position. Okay, only the position, the nature, everything we will discuss after this. First, we will find out the position. Okay, okay. You can observe the nature of the object also, nature of the image also. Here you can see it's a point image, right? Very small image you will get. You see that video, right? Candle video. There you get the small, very small point image, right? When the object, this is a candle-like object, kept at a very long distance. That is case 1. Second, where just beyond C, this is the object, just beyond C. Okay, so just beyond C object. Now, to find the position of the object or the nature of where the object is formed, you have to consider 2 rays, right? One ray I am considering this parallel to the principal axis. After reflection, it will pass through the focus. We know that, right? Our case 1. Second case, second ray, I am taking this ray, which is passing through the, because we need to get an intersection, right? We need to get an intersection for reflect. So, second ray, you have to take, because see, from the first case, okay, is something different. Okay, the second, third, fourth, fifth, up to 6th, you have to take separately. Okay, so second, so you have to start the ray, incident ray, from the head of the object. From the head of the object. So here, like this, passing through the focus. Then here, from the head, another ray which is passing through the center of Earth. It will reflect back. So the intersection of these 2 reflector ray. This is first reflector ray and another second reflector ray. This is the intersection of these 2 reflector ray, right? So there you will get the image. Here you will get the image. That is case 2. Case 3, okay. Evident position. Position is at C. Object is at center of curvature. We started from infinity, moving towards the mirror. So what happens? We kept at infinity, case 1, case 2, we kept just beyond C. Then case 3, we are keeping at C. Here also you have to consider 2 incident ray, 2 ray, right? This is first ray, parallel to the principal axis. Then it is passing, after reflection, it is passing through the focus. First. Second, because we need to get a what? Intersection, right? So we have to select the second ray in such a way. It should intersect with the first reflector ray. Okay? So we can select a ray which is passing through center of curvature. This is very difficult, right? This is the image passing through the center of curvature and you will not get any intersection point. So better you consider the second incident ray that is passing through the focus. If a incident ray passing through the focus, what will happen, Abhijit? It will reflect back.
Sir,
If an incident ray is through the focus like this, it will reflect back
yes, sir.
parallel to the principal axis. This is the principal axis, right? So it will reflect back parallel to the principal axis, right? So second ray. So you see the intersection point. First reflected ray. This is the first reflected ray, right? First reflected ray. Second reflected ray. Both are intersecting at this point. So there you will get the image. Case 3. Case 4. Where we have to keep Anjana object. Anjana,
Yes, sir.
where you have to keep the object between
C and F.
yes, between C
Yeah.
and F you keeping the object, right? So you have to consider two reflector ray. One you can consider parallel, reflect back through the focus. എല്ലാ കേസിലും നമ്മൾ ഫസ്റ്റ് റേ ഈസ് പാസിംഗ് ത്രൂ ദ ഫോക്കസ് ആണ് അല്ലെ, പാരലൽ ടു ദ പ്രിൻസിപ്പൽ ആക്സിസ് ആൻഡ് പാസിംഗ് ത്രൂ ദ ഫോക്കസ്. ഫസ്റ്റ് റിഫ്ലക്ട്. സെക്കൻഡ് എങ്ങനെയാ നോക്കിയേ? Second reflected ray, you can select any reflected ray, any ray, right? So you ray passing through this, but you will not get a reflected ray. If I am draw like this, it will go like this, so it will not incident on the mirror, right? So you have to consider the ray in such a way that it should hit on the mirror and should reflect back and should intersect with the first reflected ray. Then only you will get the image, right? So first through the focus, and second is first parallel to the principal axis, second ray through the focus. Through the focus you will get reflect back, you will get intersection, right, of reflector, two reflector. There you will get the image. There you will get the image. Okay, case 4. So image where you are getting beyond C. First infinity you get the image at the focus, so just beyond C you get between C and F, between F and C, because C first F, then image is moving towards left, object is moving towards right, images will move towards left, opposite direction. First thing I told, right? When object moving towards the mirror, the image will move away from the mirror. Okay? You can see that first image, second image, and third image beyond C, and fourth image at focus. At focus, the first ray parallel to the principal axis, reflected back, going through the focus. First ray. Second ray passing through the pole at an inclined angle, so it will also reflect in a oblique angle or inclined angle, right? You see whether you will get any image. You will get the image at infinity, long distance like it. Case 5. Okay. I think Aman got disconnected. Okay. So case 5, you will get the image. Whether this point will intersect? No, right? These will intersect at infinity. So you will get the image at infinity. When we kept the object at infinity, you got the image at focus, right? Just reverse then. If you keep the object at focus, you will get the image at infinity. Case 5. Case 6. നീ എവിടെ വെക്കണ്ടേ? നെക്സ്റ്റ് പൊസിഷൻ എവിടെയായിരിക്കും മനു? നെക്സ്റ്റ് പൊസിഷൻ
beyond P and F.
ആ അതൊക്കെ കഴിഞ്ഞു. എവിടെ എത്തി നമ്മൾ? എഫ് എത്തി. പൊസിഷൻ, ഒബ്ജക്ട് പൊസിഷൻ
at F.
ആ കേസ് 5 ഈസ് അറ്റ് എഫ്. കേസ് 6 എവിടെയായിരിക്കും? അപ്പോ വി ആർ മൂവിംഗ് ടുവേഴ്സ് ദ മിറർ. So case 5, we started from infinity just beyond C, C between C and F, then at F. Fifth case is at F, and sixth case will be between F and
P.
F and pole. right? So F and pole.
Yes, sir.
So you see first ray parallel to the principal axis reflect back and it is passing through the focus. Second ray passing through the focus pole reflect back. So you see the reflected ray, whether it will intersect, no, right? It is diverging away. So this side, on the same side of the image, same side of the object, you will not get any image. But if you draw, you will see a virtual image, right? You can see an image on the mirror, right? The last, you see that video, right? The last position, if you keep the candle between F and A, F and pole, you can see a image, virtual image, back side of the mirror, like you are seeing your image on a plane mirror. Plane mirror, you will get the same size erect image, right? Similarly, here you will get a virtual image on the back side of the mirror. Virtual and erect image, straight image, right? On the sixth position, if you keep the object at the object between F and P, okay? So what do you mean by virtual? See those images, the 5 cases, are the 5 cases, you got the image on the same side of the concave mirror. Same side of the concave mirror, right? You see that video, right? The candle image on a paper, you got on the same side of the mirror. So those images which are getting on the same side of the object, we will call it as a real image. Really you are getting an image, right? But if you keep the object between F and P, you got an image on back side, but actually you are not getting any image, right? It's a virtual image, virtual kind of image you can see inside the mirror, right? Actually there is no image on back side of the mirror. If you see like this, if you remove the mirror and if you go beyond just back side of the mirror and if you look, you can't see any image, right? It's a kind of virtual thing. Through this mirror only you can see that image of this object, right? So it's kind of virtual thing. Actually there is nothing, right? There is nothing in the back side. If you see through that mirror, you can see something on the back side. It's kind of imaginary. It's a virtual kind of thing. Really there is no image, but you can see something through this. You will see that there is something behind the mirror. It's a kind of virtual, right? Virtual image. Are you able to differentiate real image and virtual image? Any doubts? You have to differentiate that. What do you mean by real image and what do you mean by virtual image? Manslayo? Do I need to explain once again? Real and image. Real image and virtual image. Hello? ഒന്നും പറയുന്നില്ലല്ലോ.
Yes, sir, മനസ്സിലായി.
Real image and virtual image മനസ്സിലായോ അഞ്ജന? What do you mean by real image and what do you mean by virtual image?
റിയൽ ഇമേജ് നമ്മൾ കൺവേർജൻസ് അങ്ങനെയല്ലേ?
റിയൽ ഇമേജ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ നമ്മൾ ആ വീഡിയോ കണ്ടത് ഓർത്ത് നോക്കുക. നമ്മൾ ആദ്യത്തെ 5 പൊസിഷനിലും നമുക്ക് കിട്ടിയ ഇമേജ് എവിടെയാ? ഓൺ ദ സെയിം സൈഡ്. നമ്മളൊരു പേപ്പർ വെച്ചല്ലേ, ആദ്യം ഒരു മിറർ വെച്ചു, then we kept a paper. ആ പേപ്പർ നമ്മൾ എവിടെ വെച്ച? ഓൺ ദ സെയിം സൈഡ് ഓഫ് ദി ഒബ്ജക്ട്. where are you keeping the object? ഒബ്ജക്റ്റിന്റെ സെയിം സൈഡിൽ തന്നെ നമുക്ക് എടുത്ത് കിട്ടിയ ഇമേജ് കിട്ടി അല്ലേ? പക്ഷെ ലാസ്റ്റ് പൊസിഷനില്, അതായത് when we kept between F and P, you got the image. You will not get any image on the paper. You can just see that image through the mirror. Something is on the back side, right? So that kind of image is virtual image. I will show that video once again. Okay, before that, Let me explain some more point on this. Lot of things are there. Now, you understood where the image is formed, right? Where the image is formed, how you can find out that you understood, right? Now you see, here first case it's a point object. It's very simple. Second case you see, case you see, what is this? It is erect image or inverted image. Is it erect? നേരെയാണോ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ തലതിരിഞ്ഞിട്ടാണോ? This image. Tell me, I am asking to all of you.
Sir, തലതിരിഞ്ഞിട്ടാ.
That is inverted image, right? Here you are getting inverted image, case 2. Case 3, also you are getting inverted image. Case 4, also you are getting inverted image. Case 5, you are not getting an image, you are getting an image at infinity, long point, it's meeting. 6th, how the image on the back side of the mirror, how the image?
Inverted.
Erect, right? It is not inverted, it is erect image, right? It is erect image, the last case. So it's a virtual and erect. How you can find out? How you can find out whether from this ray diagram? How you can find out whether I will get a erect image or inverted image? Any idea, Joshua? Any idea?
Sir, can you hear?
I can hear you. But there is something echo is coming. You have to use different. This mobile having some problem. Okay. Anjana Karyo, how you can find out that whether I will get a erect image or inverted image? Erect means straight. Inverted means thaladiriഞ്ഞത്. Right? How you can find out? Anybody knows?
By
Yes.
seeing that objective sense.
By seeing the
Object.
how it is
Which is
possible by
reflected.
seeing the object.
അല്ല സർ ഒബ്ജക്റ്റ് നീക്കി വെച്ചേക്കാണല്ലോ അതിന്റെ ആ റിഫ്ലക്ട് ചെയ്ത ഭാഗം നമ്മൾ നോക്കുമ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് മനസ്സിലാവുമല്ലോ ഇത് ഇറക്റ്റ് ആണോ
അപ്പൊ ഈ
ഇപ്പൊ അവരെ
കേസിലോ
വീഡിയോയില് കാണിച്ചത്
അപ്പൊ കേസ് 6ലോ ഒബ്ജക്റ്റ് നോക്കി കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ നമുക്ക് മനസ്സിലാവും.
അല്ല ഒബ്ജക്റ്റ് കാണിക്കാനില്ല റിഫ്ലക്ട് ആയ ഒബ്ജക്റ്റ്.
ഓക്കെ. അപ്പൊ 6th കേസ് നോക്ക്. ഈ കേസിൽ യു ആർ ഗെറ്റിംഗ് ഇറക്റ്റ് ഇമേജ്. How you can find out? I will tell you one technique. You see, you are starting the ray, incident ray, from the top of the object, right? You are starting the incident ray from the top of the object, right? So the reflected ray is passing, right? Second incident ray, that is also starting from the top of the object, right? Top of the object. This is bottom of the object and this is top of the object. The second incident ray also I am taking or starting from the top of the object, reflecting back. So both intersecting at the point, this point, right? So since I am starting from top of the image, the intersecting point of these two reflected ray, that point also should have the top of the image. Are you getting my point? Are you getting my point or not? Manu?
Yes, sir.
Understood, right?
Yes.
So, I am starting the incident ray from the top of the object. So, the reflected ray intersection also should have top of the image. So here if it is top of the image, the bottom or base will be on the principal axis. So easily you can remember, right? Here also inverted, here also inverted. Case 4, case 5 at focus, then it is forming at infinite, long distance away. Case 6, now you see the difference. Case 6, see, this is first reflected ray, this is first reflected ray for focus, and second incident ray reflected. It is not meeting. So this is the intersection point. This is the intersection point. So intersection point of the reflected ray. What you have to fix there? Since we are starting from the head of, since the incident ray is starting from the head of the object, the reflected ray, the intersection of the reflected ray also should have the head of the image based on the principle. Clear? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now what are the things you found? You studied to find out the position of the image found by a concave mirror. Then what you understood, what you learned? Second, you learned either you are getting a erect image or you are getting a inverted image. First you have to find out the position of the image. Second, you have to find out whether I am going to get a inverted image or erect image. Both technique you study. If you have any doubts, please ask me. Next thing is, you see, the nature, other nature. In the first case, you are getting a point-like image. Second case, you are getting inverted, that already found. But you see the size of this object and image, you compare the size. The size of the image is lesser than the object. Okay? So the size of the image, the position you found, whether I am getting an inverted or erect image, that is also you found. The third point is you need to find whether I will get the same size, reduced size, enlarged size. That also you have to. Size of the image also you have to find. To find out the size of the image, you have to draw this diagram. You have to take approximate things like almost like F and C. This C, the radius of curvature, if you took 10 centimeter, you mark F at 5 centimeter, right? F should be between C and P, right? Or radius of curvature R is equal to what? Radius of curvature R is equal to 2 times focal length. That you know, right? We already studied. So when you drawing, you have to consider that if you are taking 10 centimeter, the radius of curvature you have taken 10 centimeter, you take the focus length or focal length as 5 centimeter, mark like that. Then you draw this diagram. Then you find out the intersection point. You can find out, for this case, the size will be smaller than the object, the image size will be smaller than the object. And third case, you see, similar way, you have to take the measurements properly. 10 centimeter radius of curvature, 5 centimeter focal length. You draw the intersection point, draw the image, you will get the same size of the image. Case 3. Case 1, you will get a point image. Case 2, you will get a small size image. And case 3, you will get a same size image. And case 4, you will get an enlarged image. So you see, this is object length, this is the image length. You will get an enlarged image. Case 4. Case 5. will not get any image, will get image at infinity. Case 5, then case 6. See, here also you will get a enlarged image, right? So here what you are finding, the size of the image, right? First what you found the position of the image. First, in different 6 cases are there. For the 6 cases you found the position of the image. Second, what you found, whether I will get inverted image or real image. Third, what you have to find out, whether I am getting a diminished means reduced size, diminished image or a enlarged image. Okay, these 3 cases you have to find out. So that is, if you are able to find out all these 3 things, for these 6 cases are there, 6 different position of the object. If you are able to find out the position of the image, then the nature of the image, the size of the image. Nature of the image means it is erect or straight, or enlarged or diminished. So 3 cases. First is position, second one is erect or inverted, and third one is enlarged or diminished image. Diminished means reduced. These 3 things you have to find out for all the different 6 different positions. Clear to all of you? Any doubt? Any doubts? You please ask me. Now you come to this table. Just go through the table. First, എന്തെങ്കിലും doubt ഉണ്ടോ? Any doubt? Joshua,
ഇല്ല സർ.
Anjana? No. Abhijit, clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So 6 different positions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 different positions. Then this is the first is the position, right? Position of object. The first thing what you found, position of the image. We found, right? Using 2 different incident ray. The intersection of the reflected ray will give the position of the image. Then size of the image, whether it is enlarged, diminished. Nature of the image. What is nature of the image? Whether it is inverted or erect. Inverted means or erect. Then all the inverted image that you are getting on the same side of the mirror are real image. Real images means that image you can see, the candle image you can see on the paper, right? All the 5 cases you can see a real image on the paper, right? So that is real image. If you are able to see the image on this paper, all these cases are real image. If you are not able to see the image on the paper, then that is actually, there is no image on the paper. So you can see only a virtual image in such a way that it looks like something is behind the mirror. If you look into the mirror, you can see that you can see the image inside the mirror, like that it is something behind the mirror. So it's kind of a virtual, right? The 5th position, it's a virtual kind of. So this is the nature of the image. Either I will get a erect image, inverted image, okay, and whether I am getting a real or virtual image. So that is the nature of the image. Then this is the position of the image. And this is the size of the image. Whether I will get highly diminished, point sized, or whether I will get a shorter, diminished, same size of the image will be same as like this object. Enlarged, image size is higher than the object. Highly enlarged, that means image size is bigger than f. And enlarged image, So this is the size of the image. Any doubts? Any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay. So what you have to do is, after the class, take some 5 to 10 minutes break, draw this table, okay? Write down what are the things given, then draw these images, 6 different cases of image formation by your own. Take an accurate measurement, like I told, right? Focal length or center of radius of curvature, you take it as some measurement, 10 centimeter, 5 centimeter, anything as per your convenience. But the figure should be visible. And you take this focal length as half of radius of curvature. If you take a radius of curvature 10 centimeter, this focal length should be 5 centimeter. Okay? Then you draw each case in such a way that don't just copy, draw the incident as I explained. You have to consider 2 incident ray, then find out whether you are able to get the intersection in 6 different cases. Okay? Don't copy. If you copy, you will not understand. ഞാൻ എങ്ങനെയാണ് എക്സ്പ്ലെയിൻ ചെയ്തത് അതേപോലെ try to find out this position, whether I am getting erect image, whether I am getting diminished image. Try to find out. If you are able to find out your own, then you understood the concept. You can draw it in the exam also. Okay? First case, no, second case I will explain how to draw. Same thing you have to follow. First, take 10 centimeter like this, 10 centimeter, then this should be 5 centimeter. Mark center of curvature, focus, pole. Then you draw this incident line from top of the object, parallel to the principal axis. Then reflect through the focus. Second, you draw through the center of curvature. Then you find out the intersection point, where you will get the head of the image also. Okay? Similarly, you find out draw by your own. Okay? Then you find out. എന്തൊക്കെയാണ് നമ്മൾ കണ്ടുപിടിക്കേണ്ടത് മനു? Imageന്റെ you are going to find out how the images are forming. Image formation, what are the things you have to find out in common? Anu?
Size of the image, nature of the image.
Size of, first what you have to find out? Before size.
Position of the image.
Yes, position of the image first, right? In all these 6 cases. Then, erect or?
Size of the
Size of the image.
nature.
Okay. Nature of the image, right? 3 different cases. Size of the image, first is position of the image, then size. Size means diminished, reduce the size or enlarged. And third thing is whether I am getting erect image or inverted image. Right? Right? So all these things you have to find out. Find out yourself. Okay? So I will share this slide. Do it yourself. Then send to me that group. 1 page or 1.5 page. Then write down common observations of concave mirror. This is for concave mirror. Okay? Concave mirror. Common observations of concave mirror. First point. The image formed by a concave mirror can be inverted or erect. Right? The image formed by a concave mirror can be inverted or erect. Is it right statement or wrong statement? The image formed by a concave mirror can be inverted or erect. Right statement, right? Because the 5 positions, first 5 positions, you are getting a real image on the same side of the mirror, right? So all the 5 cases you are getting inverted image. So real and inverted, right? And but in the 6th position, when we keep between F and P, this case, you are getting an erect image. So this statement is correct. Okay. So the image, all the statement, what I'm saying is correct only. So I'm just discussing for your understanding purpose. The image formed by a concave mirror can be inverted or second, the size of the image, the size of the image, the size of the image formed by a concave mirror, the size of the image formed by a concave mirror can be of same, smaller or bigger than the object. This is also true statement, right? So in your exam, they will give some statement like this. Okay, and they will ask whether it is true or false. Okay, otherwise they will ask, they will give a statement and they will ask, is this statement true for bracket? You will get concave mirror, convex mirror, plane mirror, different examples, choices you will give. So you have to select. So these type of questions you can explain, you can expect from this part. Okay. Okay. The size of the image formed by a concave mirror can be of same, smaller or bigger than the object. Any doubt? Same case, when you will get the same size that we already seen, right? I asked Manu this question, right? He told that when we kept at C, at the center of curvature, you will get an image of the same size. When you will get a smaller image, for getting a smaller image, where you have to keep the object? Huh? At infinity or just beyond C. Correct. Okay. Third, if I want a bigger object, if I want a bigger, only I'm saying bigger, sorry, a bigger image between C and F, then one more. Between C and F, I am just asking only bigger image. I am not asking bigger and real. Bigger image, first point, first thing you said is correct. And last case also we are getting a bigger image, right? In the sixth position. Between C and F, that is correct. First point. So if you keep between F and P, that also you will get a bigger image. But what is the difference here between the C and F? Yeah, between, if you keep the object between C and F, you will get a real image, real and enlarged image. But if you keep between F and P, you will get a enlarged image, but that is not real, that is virtual. Are you getting? So if only bigger, if only they ask bigger, you can say this sixth case and between C and F, right? So two cases. But if they ask bigger and real, only between C and F. If there are bigger and virtual, only on this position. Okay. So this should be in your mind. Then only you can answer these questions, right? So you study well. Try to draw by your own. Okay. After studying, just try to memorize. Then draw. Try to draw in your notebook. Okay. Then cross check whether I have drawn it correct or not. So and understand the concept. What do you mean by a real image? What do you mean by virtual image? What is mean by erect image? What do you mean by inverted image? See, all these things you have to understand also. Then you try to memorize. Good? Got it? Okay. Third point. The image formed. You're writing, right? The image formed can be real or virtual. The image formed can be real or virtual. Both are possible in in the case of a concave mirror. You will get a real image and also virtual. Completed? The image formed can be a real or virtual image. Finished or not? Okay. So this observation is very important because from this observation you will get MCQ type questions. If you are not now after studying this, we will move to convex mirror. Okay. So if you are not studying and memorizing all these things properly, you will get confused. Let's see. Completed? Anyone has to complete this notes 3 points? Okay. So I'm moving to next slide. Next. Now what we discussed is image formed by concave mirror, right? Next what we are going to discuss is image formation by convex mirror. Yes, your confusion is going to start now. Okay. Image formation by convex mirror with the help of a ray diagram. Write down. The image formation by convex mirror with the help of ray diagram. Okay. Only two position. One at infinity, other position between infinity and pole. Under convex mirror, we have two cases, two position. If you keep at infinity, you will get certain kind of image. If you kept between any point between this infinity and the pole, you will get same kind of image. See, only two position. In the case of concave mirror, we studied 6 different positions, right? But in the case of convex mirror, we have only two position. One at infinity and second one is between infinity and the pole. Between infinity means this infinity and so any point you can keep. Any point if you keep the object, you will get the same kind of image. Okay. It's very simple only, but you have to compare with concave mirror and study this convex mirror. Okay. Otherwise, when exams, when they are asking questions, you will write answer for, they will ask convex mirror, you will write concave mirror. Okay. They will ask concave mirror, you will write convex mirror explanation. So, you have to compare and keep or memorize in your all these pictures, points, memorize. Okay. Then only you can easily write. Do that. Don't hesitate. Okay. Okay. Now you see these are the two cases, right? So we're keeping object here. In the both the cases, see image you see where it is forming. It is forming on the same side or opposite side. Opposite. This is a convex mirror, right? This is a convex mirror, A and B. And this black line is the reflecting surface. So this is the front side of the mirror and this is the back side, right? So you see, I'm keeping the object at infinity in front of the mirror, right? But in the both the cases, I'm getting the image here, this point, and here, this point. So I'm getting the image back side of the mirror. So back side of the mirror is a real image or virtual image? So I'm getting an image back side of the mirror. Is it a real image or virtual image? Louder. I am asking all of you. A virtual image, right? There is nothing behind the mirror. Light is not penetrating through the mirror. So nothing behind the mirror. Just an illusion that something is behind. So I'm getting the image behind the mirror. If you see through that mirror, you can see your image in such a way that it is standing behind the mirror. But so it's a kind of virtual image, right? You see both the case, you are getting virtual image. Your first point clear that you understood the concept clearly. So what do you mean by real? What do you mean virtual? You understood. So you got for convex mirror, always you will get a virtual image. Now you see the size of the image, point size or diminished. This is a point size, right? Image. Here it is a diminished, size reduced. It's kind of a diminished. So at infinity, you will get a highly diminished point sized like this. If object is at infinity. If the object at between any point between infinity and the pole, you will get a diminished. It is not a point image. You will get a diminished image like this. So size of the image also clear to you now. The nature of the image, erect and that I will explain last. Virtual nature of the image is it's not real. Convex mirror will not give a real image. It is giving virtual image. Okay, that is the first nature of the image. And size of the image, you will get a point size diminished image. So always you are getting a diminished image, right? In the case of a convex mirror. Okay. Now, just the position of the image. What is the position at infinity? In concave mirror, if you keep an object at infinity, you will get the image at the focus of the concave mirror. But the focus of a concave mirror will be on the same side, right? On the same side. This is a concave mirror. You are getting the image. If I kept at infinity, you will get the image at this focus. But it is on the same side, so it is a real image. But in the case of a convex mirror, you are getting a point image only. If you kept the object at infinity, you are getting a point image only, but and at the focus also. Okay, since the focus is just behind the mirror in the case of a convex mirror, right? So the image is also behind the mirror, so it is not real. In the case of concave mirror, for this position of the object, you are getting image at the focus itself, focus of the concave mirror itself. But the thing is, their focus is in front of the mirror. Here focus is back side of the mirror. So here it is a real image or virtual image. Here it is a virtual image, but in the case of a concave mirror, that is a real image. Okay, so this type of comparison you have to do and you have to study. Okay, second position, we are keeping at any point, maybe here, any point between infinity and p. This one second, this is first. So where you will get an image between p and f. So first image is here, right, at f. So if I am bringing this object closer to the mirror, so what happened? This image will move towards the convex mirror. So both will be in the opposite direction. Object this direction, image just will move in the opposite direction. If I move this object from this infinity point towards this, this image, the respective image formation will be in such a way that it will move away from focus to infinity towards the. Got it? Clear? Only two position. Very simple, but you have to compare and study. Okay? And always you are getting erect image. So, in the case of a convex mirror, the image that you are getting is always a virtual and erect, straight image, right? Straight image, virtual and erect image. And the size of the image is always diminished. Any doubt? Is it clear? Is it clear to all of you? Manu, Anjana? Is it clear? Any doubt? Clear. Okay. Let me ask one question. So this light reflection and refraction, the exam use case of concave mirror, you study yourself. I will explain in the next class. Okay, because it is simple topic only. You can study your own. So let me move to the. Now we completed the nature image formation of concave mirror and convex mirror. Okay, the image formation, complete image formation of mirror we completed. There are two types of mirror, concave mirror and convex mirror. So how the image position, different image, nature of the image, position of the image depends on the position of the object and what type of mirror you used. Okay, so that is a summary. Okay, so let me ask one question. See, the radius of curvature of a spherical mirror is 20 centimeter. Don't say the answer. Radius, all please find out. Radius of curvature of a spherical mirror is 20 centimeter. What is its focal length? Find out. What is its focal length? Radius of curvature of a spherical mirror is 20 centimeter. What is its focal length? എല്ലാരും കിട്ടിയോ? Atish, Abhijit? No. How you will find out? R by 2. Find out. No, I'm not asking to Adish. I am asking to Abhijit. Abhijit, what is given? What is given? Radius of curvature. What is a simple R, right? R is given. R equal to 20 centimeter. So, see, if you doing the problems, no, always write first what is given with its symbol. R is given 20 centimeter. What you have to find out? Focal length. That is denoted by F. This you have to find out. Now you think, is there any formula relating these two, R and F? Abhijit. See, what is the things given? Radius of curvature is given. R is equal to 20 centimeter. Can you see? Radius of curvature. What do you mean by radius of curvature? That you know, right? That is given 20 centimeter. What is mean by F? Focal length. Focal length, you know? Distance between pole and F. Principal focus, and capital F is the principal focus. Small f is the focal length. That is the distance of focus from the pole, right? So that we have to find out. You think about the figure here. If it is pole, now you tell me what is the formula to find. First you think about a formula that is relating. R by 2. First, why did you get the answer? You think yourself. Why means you didn't think. That's why. Simple. So some problem is given now. So you read the problem, write down what are the things given and what are the things you have to find out with its notation like R and F. Okay. Then you think, is there any relationship formula that you know relating the between the given things and the thing you have to find out? You will get the answer. Write down the formula, you will get the answer. This is the basic principle for all numericals. Okay. എല്ലാവർക്കും 10 cm ആണോ കിട്ടിയേ? 10 cm കിട്ടാത്ത ആരെങ്കിലും ഉണ്ടോ? അമൻ അമൻ എത്ര കിട്ടിയേ? 10 cm കിട്ടിയോ? ഇല്ല, കിട്ടിയില്ല. കിട്ടി. Okay, then okay. Then third question. Name a mirror that can give an erect and enlarged image of an object. Name a mirror that can give an erect and enlarged image of an object. I will ask, think and find out the answer. I will ask question. Name a mirror that can give an erect and enlarged image of an object. Did you get the answer? Did you get the? Don't say the answer. Did you get or not? Aman, you tell me. Did you get the answer or not? Okay. Tell me which mirror? Concave, convex, or plane mirror? Aman, concave or convex mirror? If you have some problem on the mic, you just type the answer in the chat window. Let me move other topic. Next topic. So this actually okay. So you are drawn. You are written up to or the summary or the conventions of the no, not convention. What you have written last? Tell me. You are written up to this observation of a concave mirror, right? Okay, image formation of a convex mirror. So this table you have to write, right? So after the class, I will send the snapshot so you can complete the notes. So uses of a concave mirror also you can copy in your notebook. I'll explain next class. Simple thing only. So next topic, no need to write, just you listen. Okay, just you listen. Okay, sign convention for reflection by spherical mirror, right? So we will going to do or we are going to do some problems numerical. So for that, the sign convention. What do you mean by sign convention? See, sign convention means see we will keep some object in front of the mirror, right? We will keep some object in front of the mirror at a particular distance from the pole or from the mirror, right? So that distance what we will call is object distance. What we will call the distance of the image of the object. Suppose this is an object, okay, and this is the mirror, and the distance of the object from the mirror we will call it as object distance. We will call it as object distance, and this is a what is this? This is a image. Okay, so this distance of the image from the mirror, we call it normally from the pole, okay, we call it as image distance. Okay, so similarly focal length we know. Focal length, what do you mean? What is focal length, Abhijit? What is focal length? Distance between pole and, that is radius of curvature. Distance between pole and the center of curvature is radius of curvature. Focus, focal length, the length of the focus. How far the focus is from the pole. From the name itself, it is clear, right? Focal length. The distance of the focus from the pole. That is focal length, right? Fo principal focus, that is focal length. So object distance, you are clear? Image distance, you are clear? Focal length also, you are clear? Okay, it should be clear. Otherwise, coming topics you will not be able to understand. Okay, so object distance normally you will notate using the letter small u. Object distance. Object distance. Okay, small u. Similarly, small v is used for image distance. Image distance. Okay, and small f for focal. Focal length, you know, right? Focal. So the object you can place at any point, right? And image will be on the same side, on the opposite side, depending on the nature of the mirror, right? So the sign of this object distance, image distance, focus, we have to find out. Suppose a Cartesian system like a coordinate x axis, y axis, this will be minus x, this will be positive y, sorry, minus y, right? You know this, right? So if this is the origin of this axis, let it be O, the right side, this area will be for always positive, right? Right? The measurement will be positive, right? So this is always negative, right? Right? Minus x coordinate and y coordinate will be negative, right? The left side. Similarly, all the measurements you are taken on the right side of the mirror, we will take it as positive, and all the measurements that you have done on the left side of the mirror, we will take it as negative. Got the point? Basic concept. All the measurements that you are taken on the right side of the mirror, we will take it positive or negative. Abhijit. All the measurements that you are doing on the right side of the mirror is positive or negative. How? See, ഞാൻ പറയുന്നത് മോന് മനസ്സിലാവുന്നില്ലേ? ഞാൻ ഇവിടെ എക്സാമ്പിൾ പറഞ്ഞില്ലേ? എക്സ് വൈ കോർഡിനേറ്റ് സിസ്റ്റത്തില് ഇവിടെ ഈ റൈറ്റ് സൈഡ് വരുന്നത് എന്തായിരിക്കും? പോസിറ്റീവ് ആയിരിക്കും, നെഗറ്റീവ് ആയിരിക്കും? പോസിറ്റീവ് അല്ലേ? ആ, അപ്പൊ ഇതെന്താ? റൈറ്റ് സൈഡ്. Right side always positive. The measurement, if you are done, if any measurement, that measurement may be object distance, maybe an image distance, maybe a focal length, any measurement you have done on the right side of the mirror, you have to take it as positive. And any measurement that you have done towards left side of the mirror, you have to take it as negative. Similarly, any measurement you are taken in the upper part, this part, positive or negative, compare with this coordinate system. Any measurement in the upper part like this is positive or negative, compare with the coordinate system. You tell me. I'm asking to all of positive, right? Yes. Similarly, any measurement in the downward direction, we will take it as negative. This is positive. So you have to compare with the coordinate system, almost similar to like that, right? X axis, Y axis, one plane, X and Y axis. Always right side positive, left side of the x-axis negative. Always top side, y-axis. From the origin towards the y-axis in the upward is positive, and from the origin towards the y-axis in the downward, that is minus y-axis, y direction, that is negative. Okay, so that is the basic sign convention you have to understand. Now, let me erase all this. I will show this entire figure. First point you see what I'm saying here. The pole P has taken as the origin. In our Cartesian system, coordinate system, we have taken 0 as the origin. Now I am taking pole as the origin. Okay? So, right positive, left negative, upper positive, down negative. See, the principal axis of the mirror is the x-axis. Okay? X-axis. This is the principal axis. Third, the object is always placed to the left of the mirror. Right? Object we will not place any object backside of the mirror, right? There is no use. So always the object we will place at the front side or the left of the mirror. Front side of the mirror or left of the mirror. Fourth point. All the distance measured to the right of the origin is taken as positive. All the distance measured to the right of the origin is taken as positive. All the distance to the left of the origin is taken as negative. Here the origin we are taken as pole. Okay. Sixth point. Distance measured perpendicular to and above the principal axis. This is the principal axis. Perpendicular means like this. This is the perpendicular. This is perpendicular. This is perpendicular. Right? Perpendicular and above the principal axis. This is above. Above the principal axis is taken as positive. Yes, Adish, tell me. Hmm. Did you tell something? Any doubt? Ask me. This point, sixth point. See, distance measured perpendicular to, that means perpendicular to and above the principal axis. So this is the principal axis, x dash x, the line that is passing through the P and the center of curvature, right? This is the principal axis, which is the perpendicular lines of the principal axis. It may be like this, it may be like this, and also this is also perpendicular, and this is also perpendicular. Okay, right? But all perpendicular distance above the principal axis, we will take it as positive. Got it? And all the perpendicular distance like this, which is below the principal axis, this is positive measurement. This is negative. Got it? Sixth point, seventh point, negative. The distance measured perpendicular to and below the principal axis. So this is the principal axis along minus y. This is minus y, right? This is positive y. is taken as negative. Clear? Nothing is there. If the coordinate system is clear to you, just simple to that, similar to that. It's very simple. So for that, the previous thing studied. What do you mean by pole? What do you mean by principal axis? What do you mean by focal length? What do you mean by principal focus? What do you mean by object distance? What do you mean by image distance? What do you mean by object height? What do you mean by image height? All things thorough. Otherwise, you will get confused. Lot of confusions will come. So that's why I'm telling, study the topics on the same date when you are teaching. Okay. The sign convention are applied to obtain the mirror formula and solve related numerical problems. So this sign convention is required to solve numerical problems. Next we will discuss mirror formula and magnification. So mirror formula and magnification, what it's saying that, so this is a concave mirror, right? So this is a object. This is a image. Okay. So what is this? You, Abhijit, what is you? What do you? What is you? What is you? It's something. No, no. It is a distance from. See, you see, this is distance of distance. What you will call for that object distance, right? Image distance അല്ലാട്ടോ Anjana. Object distance. Class ഉണ്ടോ? Okay, so 5 minutes. Just if you know this topic, no problem. Uh, okay, you can leave. So this is an object. Okay, so this is an object distance u, right? So what is me? This is an image. This inverter is an image. So what is v, Anjana? What is v? Yes, v is the image distance. So always we are using u, small u, to to mention the object distance, and small v to represent the image distance. Okay, as mirror formula says that 1 by v plus 1 by u is equal to 1 by f. Derivation is not required, only formula is enough for you. 1 by v, that is reciprocal of the image distance plus reciprocal of the object distance is equal to 1 by f, reciprocal of focal length. This is the mirror formula. Okay, this is the mirror formula. Here, even though this is the formula, when you are doing the problem, you have to take the sign convention, whether v is positive, whether u is negative, f is positive or negative. For that, you have to compare with the previous discussion. What we discussed, how you will find out the positive, whether it is a positive, whether v is a positive, whether u is positive, whether f is positive. You have to consider the sign convention that we discussed in the previous slide. So this is mirror formula. It's clear to you, right? Next is magnification. Magnification, right? What do you mean by magnification? Magnification, from the word itself, you know. Abhijit എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞേ. Abhijit, tell me, Abhijit. Magnification means what? What do you know? You tell me. If it is wrong, no problem. But you tell me. Bigger. Normally, that is actually magnify, increase, right? Right? So that is a correct word meaning, right? But here actually, magnification is almost similar to like that, but it is the ratio of image height. What is image height? This is the image here, right? This is the image here, right? So this is image height h dash. We will represent using h dash. What is this height, Adish? I will represent h. What is this height h? How it will be image height? This is object. B is object. A dash B dash is the image. So this is object height. H is object height and H dash is the image height. Like object distance and image distance. So the ratio of image height H dash to the H is known as magnification. Why it is called magnification? You just imagine I am having an object height H is equal to 10 centimeter. Okay, and I am getting an image height h dash also 10 centimeter. So what will be magnification? M h dash by h 1, right? 1. So there is no increase in size. If m is equal to 1, there is no increase in the size of the image, right? Suppose height is h, height of the object is 10 centimeter. Then height of the image h dash is equal to 20 centimeter. So there is an enlargement, magnification, right? So if you find m in this case, what will be the m for this case, Vijit? 20 by 10, right? So there is a magnification, right? The previous case we got 1. If height, object height and image height is same, then you got magnification is 1. But here you got greater than 1. 2 is which is greater than 1. Right? So there is a increase in size of the image. So enlarged image. Right? From if you know the magnification, you can find out whether you are getting the same size image, enlarged image or diminished image. Suppose h is equal to, third case, h is equal to 10 centimeter. That is object. Image h dash height 5 centimeter. What will be the magnification, Anjana? What will be the magnification? What is the formula? You substitute the formula first. Don't simply say how you are getting to. How you are getting to? Tell me. H dash divided by h. Right? H dash divided by h. Then substitute. What is h dash? Image height is 5, right? Image height divided by 5 by 10. 5 by 10 is not 2, it is 1 by 2. Right? It is 1 by 2, right? It is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is less than 1. So third case, you got the image height or magnification as less than 1. So 3 cases we got, right? First, m is equal to 1 and magnification m is greater than 1 and m is less than 1. So from magnification, what you will get? If m is equal to 1, image height and object height same. There is no magnification. If m is greater than 1, magnified, what it means? Image height is increased, enlarged image you will get. If m is less than 1, you will get what? Diminished image. Understood, Abhijit? Adish? Anjana? Clear, right? So that is the importance of magnification. Magnification, from the name Abhijit Paranavale, it is something increasing, enlarge, right? Enlarge, yeah. But the formula says that is the ratio of image height to the object height, right? H dash by h. So if both are same, image height and h dash is h dash and h both are same, you will get magnification 1. So there is no magnification, right? M is equal to 1. If m is greater than 1, image height, numerator is increased. S dash. You will get greater than 1 means enlarged image. If m is less than 1, it is diminished image. Got the point? Clear आयो? अभिजीत clear आयो? Aman? Okay. So there is a problem. So I will just say already it is 10:10. I will send this problem as a homework. You try now itself. After taking a small break, try now itself. Okay. I will paste the answer also in the group, but don't copy. Try yourself and check whether you are getting or not. Okay. If you are not getting, just cross check the answer and understand. If you are not understand, please ask me. I will explain to you. Okay. Okay. So we will stop. Study well.